This video will walk through the steps to apply for admission as a new College Now student at Lane Community College. Please note that this is just part of the process to earn free college credit for your class. So this video covers number 1 here, applying to get your L number. And we have separate instructions that you'll want to follow afterwards to register for your class. If you already have an L number from a past College Now application, please do not reapply. Our team can help you recover that L number. And also, please feel free to reach out here if you have questions at any point during your application. You'll start this process at lanecc.edu/collegenow. This page has a number of helpful resources for you as a College Now student, including the student handbook if you have questions about how your College Now classes could impact your future plans or how to check your transcript. But for right now, we're going to go to College Now application. Here you'll enter your first and last name. Please enter your legal name, that first letter capitalized. If you do have a different preferred name, there will be a place in the application to enter it. And for your email address, we suggest that you use a personal email address rather than your high school email address so that you'll still be able to access it after graduation. But please do make sure it's an email address that you check regularly and that you'll be able to access as part of this process. Please confirm that you are not in fact a robot and click submit. You'll see this thank you page next, but please do not click login. We're not going to click anything on this page. Instead, please go to the email account that you entered at the beginning. And in just a few moments, you should have a message that looks something like this one from the Lane admissions team. Open it and click Create Password. Clicking that button should take you to this page where you'll set a password. Please note that your password needs to be at least 8 characters long and include both letters and numbers. Create a password and make sure to record it somewhere safe. And then we'll save password. That should take you to this page where we'll start a new application. It's important that you select the correct type of application. So in this first question, we're looking for Earn College Now credit for a class at your high school. For this second question about visas, if you're unsure at all, click No. And then select your term. If you're unsure of the term, you can check with your teacher, or when in doubt, choose the earlier of the 2 terms if there's more than one option. And then let's start the application. So you can see that your name has already been filled in, so you can double check that. And down here, if you click, you can add if there is a different name or preferred name that you'd like us to use when referring to whenever possible. You'll sometimes see that referred to as my name. And then you'll start to fill in your other personal information. On each section, you can click Save and Continue, or you can just scroll. You most likely will not already have an L number, so you can skip that section. And then we have these demographic questions that we're required to ask. Please fill in whatever best fits you out of the options. And you'll also see that there is an option if something is not listed that you want to enter, or if you prefer not to answer a question. You can enter the ethnicity and race questions, and you can see here that you can choose more than one answer if that fits you. And while Lane primarily communicates via email, we will also ask for a phone number and address. And there's a box that you can click if you would like text updates. Please enter a valid mailing address. If you're in a situation where you don't have an address to enter at this time, you can temporarily use your high school's address, but please make sure to go back and change it in your Express Lane account if you have an address to update. If you start typing in your high school, it should auto-complete, but please make sure that you are selecting the correct high school, the correct location for you. And then if you are planning to graduate high school or earn your GED, please click yes, even if that is in the future, and then put in the graduation month and year that you anticipate graduating. And unless you have a second high school to enter, you can skip Add High School. And then we'll click Save and Review Application. So over on the right, it will say 99% if you've filled in everything. Please double check it more carefully than I've done here, and then click Submit Your Application. And as a final step, we'll ask you to verify that your information is true and correct, and type in your name here as an electronic signature. When you're ready, click Verify and Submit. That will take you to a thank you page. It may look slightly different than this, but you should see a screen that confirms that you've successfully completed the application. And then here's what will happen next. So you should receive an automatic confirmation email right away. And then after your application is processed, you'll receive a second email, and that's the one that will have your L number, which is your student ID number for Lane, and some further instructions. So please make sure to save your L number and password somewhere safe. And just as a heads up, we are seeing some delays, so it may be 1 to 2 business days before you receive your L number. Once you have it, you'll want to register for your specific College Now class, and we do have separate instructions for how to register for that course. If you haven't already been given those instructions, you can find them in our student handbook. And as always, if you have questions or run into barriers, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can email hsc-office@lanecc.edu or call 541-463-5203. Thanks, and we're excited to have you as a College Now student at Lane.